Hey everyone, Xzeno here with another achievement tutorial. Heading back to the orange box again. This time we're going to be doing Half-Life 2 and we're going to be going for Lambda Locator. That's to find all 45 weapon caches in the game. A couple things to keep in mind. First of all, I am using the invincibility cheat so that I can just run through the game and not have to worry about enemies as much. If you are playing on the PC, it might stop you from being able to get the achievement. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Alright, this first one is in Chapter 2, A Red Letter Day. You can see the Lambda symbol on the right there, and as soon as she opens the soda machine to let you into Dr. Kleiner's lab, there it is, the little indicator saying that that is our first one. Alright, this next one is pretty straightforward. This is right after you have to jump on top of the train to get across the gap. You'll see that little house right there with the boarded up door. As soon as hold on. Alright, as soon as you take care of those guys, just break the boards on the door and it should be over to the left. And that's number 2. Alright, this one's not too far away. You're gonna have to jump over this, so you should know where the area is. This is progression of the story, so it's not like you should be able to get lost here. Alright, and there's the Lambda symbol right there. Duck in here, and the cache should be right there. As soon as you break it, there's our number 3. Alright, this is when you have to fend off a few guys. You should be familiar with this area, as, again, it is a story progression. So once we're done with that, we're going to make our way across that little area that we blew up so that we can cross the gap. And to our left here, there's going to be a red car, and you can see the Lambda symbol right there, and the cache is actually in the back seat of the car. Or no, I'm sorry, not the back seat, the front end of the car. So as soon as we get that, that is our 4th one. Alright, this one is when the helicopter is trying to chase you down. You're going to have to go through this little blue door. It's part of the story, so you shouldn't really have trouble finding it, except here you're going to want to go down the ladder, and the Lambda cache is right there. And there's the symbol. Next one, we're actually supposed to be headed to the left if we wanted to leave this area. We're going to go ahead and head right. You'll notice it by all the steam coming out of the pipes. And we're going to want to cross, make a left here. So let me go ahead and just take out these enemies right here. You want to cross the gap and get over here and then make a right here. You'll see it's boarded up. You want to just go ahead and clear those boards. You can see the Lambda symbol right there. And we're going to crouch under the pipe and head over to the right. And right here is where the cache is. Alright, again, part of the story, you will have to cross this gap in order to get through the progression of the game, except if you keep heading over to the right, you'll eventually run into this, and this is where our next Lambda cache is. And our next one's actually not very far from here at all, so we'll just keep the video going. Alright, heading out of this next area, if you look over to your right on the wall over there, you'll see the Lambda symbol. This is the first time you'll run into the toxic area, so you should know it. Just head over to the left, cross over these pipes, and on the right there is our next Lambda cache, and that should be number 8, I believe. Alright, moving on to Chapter 4, Water Hazard. If you do go through New Game, this is the first place it'll take you. If you're going progressively through the game, it'll be the first time you get your little hovercraft here. Alright, once we hit this junction, you'll see the Lambda symbol right there on the right, and there'll be a ladder leading up to the cache, which should be right there. And there's our little indicator telling us that that's number 11. Alright, this is pretty much right after. You'll see a big red barn or house, whatever it is, on the right. You'll see the Lambda symbol on both the box and the wall right there. So go ahead and just make our way out of our boat, and we need to make our way up there.
Station 12, come in. Station 12.
Alright, once you make it up here, you want to hit the barrel out of this location so that it can release the box that's being held up right there. And, damn. There it is. Alright, and once it releases the box, you can basically just jump right into the water, and that'll be our next Lambda cache. Alright, this area should be familiar to you as it is part of the story progression, so you should be on track. Yeah, you see the dropship flying overhead. There's going to be another dropship that's actually going to drop off 3 guys on the right, and that's what we're going to be looking for right now. You see right there. That's the area we want to be in right now. As you can see, there's a pipe right to my left, and the grading is actually off of the pipe, and that's where our next Lambda cache is going to be. There's our symbol right there. It's a little bit too high to jump, so I might need to grab this barrel here to just help us up there. And as soon as we enter this area, there is our indicator showing us, and that is our next Lambda cache. Alright, as we're making our way through more of this level, you're going to have these cars that are firing rockets at you. I believe this is the second one, but I'm not really sure. Just head towards this one. It's pretty different from the other one, so you'll notice it. Go into this broken grading area, and then over in the left corner over there is our next cache. Alright, moving on. This is a story progression, so we would usually just make our way over to the right to get around all the stuff that's in our way, which we will do, but you head over to the right, and instead of just going through, we want to stop, and as you can see, our cache is actually in that basket above, but we can't get to it yet. So the thing you want to do is go to the one on the other side over here and basically just pull the bricks out, and it should bring the other one down. Right, and then just go ahead and grab all the stuff that's in there, and there's our next Lambda cache. This is pretty soon after the helicopter first starts chasing you, so we're going to head over to the right over here, and as you can see, there's that bridge, and you can see the trains on top. This is the area you're going to want to stop. You're going to stop under this bridge because our cache is over to the left. You get through that area, and right there is our next Lambda cache, and the symbol on the wall right there. Alright, making our way through the game again. This should be familiar to most of you if you're making your way through the game, because this is the way you need to go in order to get through the level. Once we enter into a slightly bigger area, there's going to be our Lambda on the left right there. Just crash right into it, and it'll fall right onto you, and that's our next Lambda cache. I'll look over to the left, and if you look up right there, that's our symbol on the wall right there. Alright, another story progression, so this shouldn't be that hard to find. Alright, we're going to make our way through these 2 giant red doors right here, and then head over to the right. Just basically keep on track, and I'll show you where. This one's probably the easiest one to miss, in my opinion. Alright, as we head through this little valley right here, if you look up and to the left, you'll see a little area right there, and it has some graffiti in green. That's the best way, so you can tell right there, the graffiti. Head over to the left, and our Lambda cache is off in the corner right there. Alright, moving on. This next one is actually directly after the last one that we found. So we're going to go ahead and make our way around these bombs. And right before you go under that bridge, head over to the left right here. And this is going to be the location. You can see the Lambda symbol on the wall right there. And the location is going to be at the back of it to the left over here. And that was our next Lambda cache. Alright, this next one's going to be the last one of Chapter 4. If we were progressing through the level, we would be making a left here, but we're actually going to stop and we're going to head over to the right. Alright, we're going to make a left, go up this little ladder. You'll see the Lambda symbol on the wall right there. And as soon as you break open these caches, there's our last Lambda of the water hazard level. This next one's in Black Mesa East, and it's hard to miss because you will get it as soon as you get to the area. You can see the Lambda symbol right there. There's no cache to get, so there's no way to really miss it. And that should be number 19. Alright, so head over to the next video for numbers 20 through 34.